What's up, everybody? JP here with the Leprechaun Fantasy Workshop. Gonna do some unboxings today, as I mentioned before in some of the shoutouts. If you followed on Instagram, or if you're just joining us, should be a lot of fun. I've got quite a bit. If you can see, kind of on the side here, and I'll do a shot over here. We're gonna do as I've done before, a little bit better though. Close-ups of all the unboxing, and then I have a booth with a rotating 360 so you can get a good shot of what they look like. We're going through Rage of Demons, Dragon Heist, Tomb of Annihilation, and Tyranny of Dragons today. I want to get through all of them because I'm like a kid in a candy store and I want to open them. It's a lot of fun. I love this stuff. So we're gonna get into it. If you don't know, if you're looking at collecting, I got all these from Miniature Mart. That is the place that I go for big bulk bricks. I also hit up my local gaming store. I'm from Canton, Ohio, so Freedom Gaming is not too far from me on Portage. You guys don't know where Portage is, but it's off of Route 8, 77, and it is awesome. Like, I always support your local gaming store if you can, but to get really quick into it, a brick is 8 boxes, booster boxes. You have one booster box, which generally runs from like, I don't know, $12 to $20, depending what the popularity is, what the market is, if there's, yada, yada, yada. Brick is 8 of those. And then you have a case. And a case is generally the only way you're almost going to always guarantee getting one of everything in a set. Now, these booster boxes work in the D&D world kind of like if you're a baseball card collector, football, whatever, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering. You buy a booster pack, it'll have however many cards are in a pack. I haven't bought cards in a very long time. But you get usually like one rare, in the cards, and then, assortment of others. For D&D booster boxes, because they're actual plastic miniatures similar to Micro Machines, for those who remember what those are, there's 4 in each box. And you have generally one large or greater, and there's sizes in D&D. There's, small, medium. I think there's also a tiny, large, huge, gigantic, humongous, whatever the word. It's a G one. Words are hard. So yeah, there's 4 in there. You're almost always guaranteed. I think you are guaranteed a large. Every box I've ever gotten has got at least a large or greater. And then the rares are mixed in between. Every set has 8, 10, 12, whatever, depending on the set. So, like I said, we're going to get into it. If you are looking to collect, there's 2 ways, kind of. You can go with the unpainted Nolzur's, unpainted miniatures. The poses I've found are a little bit different sometimes for the same type of miniature. They come in a pre-painted primer that's like a white color, and you can paint them however you like, and now you have the miniature. The base is there. You glue the base on. Done. What these are pre-painted, ready to go out of the box. They've already got, and some, depending on the set, depending on the year, depending on people's moods, whatever, some of the paint jobs are amazing. I paint tons of stuff. You follow me, I paint miniatures, terrain, all that kind of stuff all the time. I mean, 3D printers are used for, sorry, they're over that shoulder. They're used for making miniatures, making terrain, all that kind of stuff. For the pre-painted stuff, though, a lot of it, I have never actually repainted something, just because they're collectibles and I don't want to ruin it. And I mean, I've always told you guys this as I'm painting stuff. Tabletop viewables, as long as somebody can look at it and go, that's a sheep, and it looks like a sheep, perfect. I mean, the paint jobs are that good, but they're not. Some of them, the older stuff, are meh, and we'll see. So let's get into it. I want to show you guys. So I'm going to move you over here for a second so you can see we got quite a bit. They're all still wrapped in they come wrapped in their cellophane kind of thing. The boosters are sealed, so they're not separated any way, shape, or form. I do have an X-Acto knife, and we're going to hack into it. So let me move some cameras around so you guys can be able to see the unboxings and not stare at my stupid face. And we'll go to it. Alright, so give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so for this setup, I've got the table space so you guys can see the unboxing, and then obviously I want to have a close-up for you guys to be able to get a view of my little spinning disc of power. So like I said, and I've noticed that some of the miniatures the boxes are smaller for the older stuff, and then they got remarkably bigger. And we'll be doing some more boxing soon. As I said, I plugged Miniature Mart. That's who I got them from. I did put in more of an order. What I wanted to mention while I cut all this stuff open is that... Cut away from yourself. Miniatures are, one, collectible, but they go on sale all the time. And so that's why I have so many bricks and all that stuff. There was a very, very good sale, and so I pretty much bought every brick that... A brick of every set that I've never owned or never bought a brick of. So, wanted to try that out. So, for these, there's always usually tape on both sides. I'll try to be quick on this for you guys, and I'll make sure you guys can see me. Can you see me? Okay. So, again, we're opening these live. I have not, obviously, you saw me cut the cellophane and stuff. I'm not a wizard. I have no idea what's in here. And I'm going to mess up these pronunciations. I'm warning you now. So, he is in there good. So, this would be the large. Alright, so, what I was mentioning about large. The base denounce the large. And then on the bottom of them, you can see here, so a Chasm Demon. We are opening the Rage of Demons line. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of demons in there. And then, so that pops in there, I think. And then it goes in his butt. Probably should have put that in first. Boom. Very cool. Let's get you guys so you can see them. Alrighty. And this looks like a Kuatoa kind of guy. Get under light here. Yeah, so a Kuatoa Archpriest. I love I'm trying to get a bunch of Kuatoa. They're like a water merfolk. Awesome. Cobalts, you can never have too many of those. I've got like literally a whole shelf, so that's a Cobalt Guard. And I don't know why, if you guys notice the base of the demon was white, and these are all black. I can barely, you see that, I can barely read that. So this is a Hobgoblin Soldier. Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. Words are hard. Feel like I'm on the one of those sales networks. You know, if you call in the next 25 minutes, we gotta put a time on this. No, I'm kidding, guys. All right. Normally I would pre-cut these, but I literally came straight from, you know, a fight with goblins. And by that I mean work. All right, very cool. So this is a djinn. If you were thinking, hey, that's a genie, you're right. In D&D, there is 4 classifications of that of a genie. You have the they're elemental based. So I believe the djinn is air based. Do I have that in? These pegs are always so hard because they are actually one way go in. So there's a little triangle. Now you guys don't want to be watching me trying to put this together, but I want to be able to show you what it looks like. Alright, that should work. Alright, I know this is probably a Duragard. It just says Duro. So I'm assuming, I mean, that's got to be a Duragard. If you guys know they're like a dark dwarf-like people that live underground, that were forced underground. Oh, this is cool. Quaigoth. There should be one more. Yep. It's got to be a goblin. It's a goblin archer. Sorry, there you go. It's a goblin archer. We're going to get a close-up of him. Let's get a close-up on him. Alrighty. And by the way, you guys do not need to get miniatures to play D&D. I always try and mention that. I'm a major collector. I love having these and adding them to my game, and I have them all on display in my house, that kind of thing. But you don't need to be like, this doesn't enunciate a good DM versus a bad one, that kind of stuff. All D&D really is telling a story, and you don't need gimmicks and fog machines and miniatures that are licensed by the makers and that kind of stuff to be. So this is a Vrock Demon. Pretty cool. And I'm gonna get through this, and then I'll put them all on the base, and we'll move the other ones off. This kind of looks like a, oh yep, Drow Captain. Very cool. Looks like we got our first duplicate of Hobgoblin Guard was. And, well, that's a weird look. It looks like he's got a pig face on like a... I'm going to be honest, I can barely read that base. What does that say? A Detrich Demon, I think. And that would be like the small size, by the way, that base. So this is medium. Alright. I will get that cleared, and we'll get those put in there. Oh. Camera down! Sorry, guys. I just made you ill. Sorry, I'm listening to unlicensed music as I do this. And normally I try to actually have a couple miniatures in mind that I want. I don't really know these sets that well, so I didn't want to research them. I figured, you know, demons and stuff. This is pretty cool though. I already have one of this Strider, but it's great for an Underdark campaign. And the other one I painted, so. That's a cool miniature to have. And I don't know which ones of these are uncommon, rare. That really doesn't overly bother me. Or I don't really care about that. I like to get more of stuff I don't have. So it looks like we got another this is a Drow Scout. That would be a great adventurer model for sorry. Oh, he's an ugly little beast. What is he? A bitter cap. And this guy has to have a stick in there, I guess, somewhere, right? Yep, there we go. Looks like a giant mutated flying chicken. What is that? Cockatrice. Like I said, a brick will not get you all the miniatures. It will just give you depending on the set, I believe a brick will give you 1/4. Depending on the set, I don't quote me on that. I've never actually bought a full set. I just buy bricks. Oh, forgot to. So I do want to. I should probably have taken a look at the artwork. So we got the Drider. I would like the Mind Flayer just because I know Mind Flayers are sought after, so it's probably valuable. And it's also a Mind Flayer Lich. I do not have a Mind Flayer Lich. I do have the Shadow Demon that I bought for doing my Curse of Straw campaign. I do have several Ropers. You never could have too many Ropers. They're great for Underdark. Helmed Horror I do not have. Copper Dragon I do not have. Well, no, I do have a Copper Dragon. If you're like wondering, well, JP, how do you know what you have? When you're a collector, you have this inherent ability to kind of keep a log in your brain of what you have and don't have. So this would be an Afridi. This is the fire version of the genie. So if you're a big fan of the Disney movie Aladdin, Jafar, when he turns into, sorry, spoiler alert, when he turns into, you know, super evil Jafar, genie version, he is an Afridi, fire genie, and our genie, the hero genie, the Robin Williams genie, is a Djinn. He's an air-based genie. And you can actually kind of, I mean, they don't really ever say that, but you can see the magic that they use. And it kind of explains that. So that's a cool model. I do not have one of these. I have a Pathfinder version of it that I painted. So I'm really actually glad I got that pull. And we'll switch out everything on there. All right, I think this is our Mind Flayer Lich. Awesome, and that's got to be a rare. That's a great paint job too, and it's got a white painting on it. So that's pretty cool. Glad I got that guy. And it looks like we got another Cobalt. So another duplicate of the Cobalt Guard. Again, you can never have too many Cobalts, never have too many Drow, too many Duragard. Wow, this is... I don't have one of these guys. A Water Myrmidon. So another water, again. Just building the collection. I like to have miniatures for every terrain, every situation. As a DM, I try not to... I mean, there's so many miniatures and models and monsters in Dungeons and Dragons. I try not to do a duplication of, you know, oh, we're fighting goblins again. Oh, we're fighting gnolls again. I like to change it up. And if I have, you know, goblins over and over again, I'll bring in something. There'll be something that the goblins are with as an ally. And this feels like a bigger one. Awesome. I do not have one of these. I know what this is without looking. It's a hooked horror. No hook horror. I looked at buying one several times and painting it. Never knew how I'd use it, but now that I have it, I gotta use it. Gotta find a way. I'll plan a campaign around him if I have to, but I'll use him. This looks like to be like lizard folk. Lizard folk fighter. Very cool. I only have like 3 or 4 lizard folk from some of the stuff I pulled, so welcome them. Kuatoa, another fighter. So this is just a plain Kuatoa. The other one was like a high priest, I think. Again, can't have too many of those. I'm trying to build a collection of them. They're low level. It's kind of like goblins or gnolls or Cobalts. Those are the ones that everybody seems to use all the time, and I like to have a variety. Here's another duplicate of the Drow Captain. Let's get those guys on there. We're down to 2 more. And I'll be honest with you, I really can't be upset with the paint jobs of anything so far. I mean, they're not, I think, as detailed as some of the later stuff that has come out. And I think these came out in like 2015. I'd really love to get that Beholder. One trick I usually mention in all my feeds about miniatures. The box, when you're going to buy them from your, you know, obviously you can't do this in Miniature Mart if you're ordering them. But when you go to buy individual boosters, if you do that from your local game store, they usually have them hanging up, and give it a feel. If it's heavy, that usually means that there's a lot of plastic inside, and you'll get a bigger monster or something like that if that's what you're looking for. This is probably my 6th one of these guys, and I am not upset at all. Carrion crawlers, they're great. Graveyards, dead bodies, that kind of stuff. It says 2015, so I'm guessing that's when this line came out. There's another version of the Carrion Crawler that's just come out in, I believe it's the Boneyard set. It might be the Boneyard set or Fangs and Talons. But looks like they redid it, and it's a little bit more detailed than the paint job and the other one. But still, can't complain. I really like this. Looks like almost like an orc adventurer or paladin. Half-orc paladin. It's a really good model. Really good pose, too. It's got like the Superman pose. And this looks like to be an invisible He's got the trident that was like the Myr. So an invisible human wizard. I know a lot of people hate the invisibles. I mean, for me, I mean, it's really hard to get an invisible of the figure that your players use. But I like to have a couple, you know, in the right sizes on hand. You know, if one of the players goes invisible, I have a way to track where they're at. Awesome, and another lizard fighter. Lizard folk fighter. No, he's getting crowded on there, guys. Our last one. This one feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it. Maybe we got a beholder in there. One can hope. It is a troll. There you go. So no beholder, but still can't complain. I've got a number of beholders in my collection. I don't have any. I've painted all of mine, but you know, beholders on the map. So we got another one of the Duragard. I believe that is what it is. I think they shortened it because I couldn't fit it on there. I don't know. The wording's really hard. It's just raised a little bit. Alright, so this is one of those put together yourself kind of things. Alright, this is a Shadow Demon, I believe. Yeah, Shadow Demon. Cool. Kind of offsets the missing beholder. Shadow Demons are great. Let me see here. The problem is getting the peg in the one way it's supposed to go in without breaking something. Because, I mean, these things are molded plastic. They're not always the best fit. So, I might have to hit that with some super glue later, just to make sure it stays in there. And then this looks like some sort of a Grimlock. It's pretty cool. Want to meet one of those in the dark alley. Alright, so that is the gist of that brick. We are now on to the Waters Deep Dragon Heist set. I have not run this campaign. I haven't run any of these campaigns. I do my own homebrew for most of it. Huge fan of Lost Mine of Fendelver, though. I have run that. And I'm running Curse of Strahd, which doesn't have a actual miniature line like this. They do have some of the main characters that you can get in like I think it's an 8 miniature set. I mean, you're getting what you know what you're getting in it. And I do have both of those. There's 2 of those. But I'm looking forward to Curse of Strahd because I have, in the next few weeks, I have the Beetle and Grimm Curse of Strahd set coming in. And they are I've never owned one before, but sorry, let me get that out of the microphone. They are the Cadillac of of D&D miniature or D&D storylines. There, I mean, every parchment, everything is included in those. You know, highly detailed, highly crafted. It's amazing. It's awesome. Looking forward to it. I got it in the second line. All right, so let's just take a look in the box first because I want to see what, you know, they often put like some of the more sought after stuff on the side. I would actually really like the merchant that we have here. I don't know if you can see the merchant here. Griffin Calvary is cool. Definitely a pit fiend. I don't know. I mean, some of these don't look that they're large. I mean, I know the bear is large. I've got a ton of bears. I mean, I don't care if I pull it, but could really use a bunch more Dragonborn. Let's get into it, though. Let's stop talking about what we want and see what we got. Alright, I do not have a lion. So right off the bat, we got a lion. Let's get rid of the box. And this here is a Sun Elf Arcane Cleric. Very cool. That could be definitely an adventure character. Or a solid NPC. Either way. There we go. Dragonborn Sorcerer. Third creature. That's a great paint job too. Really like the detail. I think they really stepped. I mean, what year did this come out? 2018. So this came out. The other set was in 2015. So stepping up the game. I mean, the lion's kind of meh, but it's a lion. I mean, how much detail do you want? This is a Darkling. You could use it as a rogue or somebody in the Thieves Guild, pickpocketing, something like that. There we go. Griffin Calvary. Looked a lot smaller on the box, but that's a solid, I mean, that's a hefty miniature too. That's awesome. Have like a hero or like a general leading the army. Oh, I love these miniatures. It's like an animated door. Is that what it says on there? Yep, animated door. So your players are trying to, you know, open up a door, something like that, get into it, and then all of a sudden, pow, the door smacks into them or something like that. You know, big surprise. Oh, this is interesting. What is that? It's like a floating head bat-like thing. Let's see here. A Varquill. I honestly do not know anything about that creature at all. Have to hit up the book to see what it is. And then this looks like a standard fighter. City Watch. Never have too many City Watch and guards. Never, never, never. Love the NPCs. I've got a ton of them. Have no problem getting a ton more. I'm sorry, I'll add them to the... Give you guys a better look. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming. I've been into D&D forever, and I've finally been able to buy stuff, and like that, you know, in the last few years, been able to, you know, finally make enough money to make ends meet, and then also endorse my obsessive hobby. Awesome, the Pit Fiend, it looks like. And it looks like a small base, doesn't it, on there? That's great. It's a bright red. It's not so bright in the camera. It's way brighter, but still, it's a good red. Another City Watch. Again, I could pull 4 more of those. I'd still be happy. No problem with City Watch. Awesome. Another merchant. I actually have a number of merchants. Good NPCs. And this seems to be a... I don't want to say it's an NPC heavy set, but... A little early to say that, but... It seems to be quite a few. Will not hurt. And our first duplicate, another Darkling. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another box. And we'll throw all those up, since it seems like 2 sets is what fits on the spinning wheel, and this will make better time. If everybody's okay with that. Okay. That dramatically unexpected. 2 Pit Fiends. My players are gonna hate me because I want to hit them with both at the same time. I'm actually flabbergasted about that. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's normal. I mean, these are sealed bricks, so all right. That I'm kind of a little bit annoyed with. That's our 3rd Darkling, and I think this is another merchant. Yeah. I mean, alright, City Guard. We just got the same exact booster box, guys. The exact same booster box. Like, everything was a duplicate in that. I've never had that happen. I've opened a lot. Never, ever, 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 ever. That's crazy. That's weird, actually. I don't know. I've got to have to look into the whole Dragon Heist thing. I mean, maybe it's a small set total. Try to give you a front and back of them. You know, since we're doing 2, let's crack both of them at the same time. What do you have in store for me? Alright, cool. It's an Annis Hag. If you guys follow the stream long enough, you know I love hags. They are great creatures. I've actually been working on a campaign. It's another campaign that I'm not playing currently around hags. Some ideas on that. This looks to be it's a solid Guard Watchman. I like that. City Guard. Again, love City Guard. Love NPCs. They're very useful. I might have to get another one of these sets if there's a lot more range for City Watch. Oh, there you go. Spy. Looks like an Assassin's Guild kind of thing. I like that pose too. You guys watch me play. You watch me play Elder Scrolls Online. You know I'm a huge fan of the whole Dark Brotherhood, that kind of thing. All right, this is another cool miniature that I don't have. A Manshoon. I don't know what to, I mean, it looks like a cultist or something. It looks like he's, I don't know, like choking, or using the life of, like a side dragon or something like that to conjure something. That's cool. I like that pose. Again, don't have one of those. I like getting stuff I don't have. I mean, obviously, for collecting. There's the bear. The burr. The bears. I already got bears, but I don't have this bear, so it's a bear. Rawr. Alright, this looks to be another different... This I'm okay with. This is a merchant in a different, you know, different skin tone, different, you know, everything. That I'm very pleased with. And also he's got different items. And then this is one of those floating, flying head things. I'll have to look one of these up and see what they're all about. I want to make sure I've got all the... Should be 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 6, 7, okay. And then... Again, this is a cool miniature. Lady... It's got to be one of the named characters from the game. Lady... That's Amelia Cassanter? Can't really read it with the... That's an awesome miniature. Awesome pull. Again, love NPCs. If you're looking for NPCs, I will make a recommendation right now. Get Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That is my recommendation. Because so far, I've gotten a ton of them. You know, something else I've been really surprised with doing this set are the last 2 bricks. I have not had any miniatures so far. I know I'm jinxing it right now, and you're like, what are you doing, you idiot? I have not had a miniature with limp sword syndrome, if you want to call it that. A lot of times, I mean, these are like, you know, cast... like plastic infused molds, and you'll sometimes get bendy swords. They'll have like, it'll just broop over. This is awesome. It's like a shield guardian. It's like an animatron. Reminds me of if you played Skyrim, the dwarven giant animatrons that they have that blow steam at you and all that kind of stuff. Fire. Got a plan for him. Again, another, could be NPC or adventurer. This is a named character. Rainier Never Ember. Sorry, I'm gonna get a hit of water real quick. Awesome. I have the other variant of this, the Apprentice Wizard. That is solid too. I mean, that staff is perfect. Like, I don't think I've ever had a set, like, everybody always has like a little bit of bendiness. I have not had that, and I know I'm jinxing myself. Like, one of the next ones is going to be like terrible, but Swarm of Rats. Oop. This might be the Cranium Rats. Yep, Cranium Rat Swarm. You can see the top of their brains. You can see the little brains on there. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Oh, that's cool. I actually do not have any of these guys. They're, I don't know how to describe them. I always imagine them like the Volton troll, like the Pokemon thing that they have. So this is the Pentadrone, and they've got like a Monodrone, Dewdrone, or whatever. They're multiple levels. I might now have to collect all of them, and find a use for them. I've never pulled one before, so I've never been really interested in trying to collect more of, like, or complete the set. Now I got one of them, and he's a big one. Okay, this is cool. This is that, I think the Slithering Tracker. Yeah, Slithering Tracker. That's cool. Got to figure out what he does, but that's... You could also use him for, like, a broken down water elemental or a small water elemental. Oh, that's a cool NPC-like miniature. Could even use him for a pirate. Does it say Mert? Yeah, M-I-R-T, Mert. And the last of the Dragon Heist is another NPC. It looks like a noble. Yep, boom, just a noble. Didn't even know that. Just called him a noble, and that's what he is. So, recommendations for this one, guys. Waterdeep Dragon Heist. If you're looking for NPCs, this is the one to get. Alrighty, we're on to our next brick, guys. We're more than halfway done. Yeah, sorry, that one's empty. More than halfway done. Tomb of Annihilation, another set that I haven't played. But I wonder if it's, you know, I mean, it's Tomb of Annihilation. I wonder if it's like a rebrand of Tomb of Horrors. If you guys know, let me know. I do have Tomb of Horrors, but it's the original Gary Gygax edition. Let me get the crinkliness out of the... I'm going to move the microphone and we'll get that out of the way. Okay. I'm amazed. These boxes are... I don't know if Wizkids is doing... There's a Dewdrone, part of the Paladrone set. I don't know if they're... I mean, usually my boxes are more beat up and yada, yada, yada. And I'm not saying that they're doing a bad job like that. But maybe the packing... You know, they started a new packing project because... Like I said, not a single bent sword or, you know, whatever. And I know I'm jinxing myself and risking messing with my good karma, but I really want a raptor. I don't know what that is, but it looks like the Martian from DC. Kind of want him. Definitely want to do drone. Human Ranger's a good pose. And Quaddle. Oh, I gotta have Mink and Boo. That's alright, that's the one I really want. That and Asarak. Alright, so Asarak, that's from Tomb of Horrors. Okay. Asarak and Mink and Boo are what I'm hoping for. That is the goal of this brick. I will be overjoyed if we get both of them. I'll be overjoyed if we get one of them. So we got a Scorpion. Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys to see. Let's get that out of the way. So I guess I answered my own question. This looks like it is tied to the Tomb of Horrors because it's even got the... If you guys know the Tomb of Horrors, it's got the demon face mouth. And I'm not going to explain that to you. If you're not the initiated, read it, find out. Very cool. So Artist Climber, this is a good ranger miniature. For, I mean, I could use that as an adventurer, as a, you know, named if I ever run this set. Oh, cool. The Aldar. I do not even, I mean, very lobstery. I don't know if he lives underwater or surface dweller, but again, I'm trying to grow in areas that I try to stay away from. I've been trying to stay away from. I want to human druid. I do not have a lot of druids. Don't really have players who want to do it, so I can use him as an NPC. Yeah, I like to expand my horizons when it comes to monsters and miniatures and that kind of stuff. You know, everybody wants to go to their comfort zone, basilisks and stuff. You know, oh, I saw that in Harry Potter, or you know, a cyclops. Oh, that's in Greek mythology. I like stuff that's, you know, unique, and you know, players have no idea what it is. You know, when they see basilisks, they immediately, oh, it's a basilisk. Don't look it in the eyes. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I would have bought this set just for this guy's sweet. Nikoloth. This has got to be one of the, I don't know, like devils from the Nine Hells, probably, or maybe it's maybe he's not one of the devils. Maybe he's one of the fiends. But I mean, I think he's named. I don't think that's a type. I think that's a name. That's awesome. That feels like there's more weight in there. Sorry, as I'm paranoid. Dream of the day that there's like 6 more miniatures stuck in the box. Hasn't happened yet, but I can dream. I've had a large and a gigantic in the same box. That was cool. Batieri Goblin. Very cool. Expand the horizons of the goblin. Maybe tell a different story on there. This also looks like a goblin, but in a completely different pose. A Batieri Goblin, but it's not wearing a mask. I like that. It's a different variant of a goblin. Something you can do with that, by the way, is, you know, maybe that I can put them in a winter environment, something like that. So we got a sword, Misk and Boo invisible. Okay, I got the invisible version of them. Please let me get the colored one. All right, maybe that's why people hate the invisibles, because they get the invisible one, but they don't actually get the miniature. Oh, sorry, that's 2 of them. Let's get these guys so you guys can see them. And okay. Already got this one, didn't I? Yep. Let's get another one. Alright, this box, I'm telling you right now, this box is heavy. This box is going to be a massive miniature, or just a heavy, solid miniature. I will tell you that right now. It feels like a brick. And I'm not referring to a brick of 8 miniatures. I'm talking about that is the heaviest box I think I've ever felt of miniatures. Be surprised together. This is cool. It's like a Venus flytrap kind of thing. Man trap. Glad I pulled that. I've never, again, these are things I never would have thought. That's why I like pulling booster boxes every now and then. I like making sure that I have stuff that I was planning on using. But when you get stuff that you're not planning, or just comes out of the woodwork, it gives you new ideas. How can I use this? How can I put this to use? That kind of thing. This is another cool miniature. This is a named Veladin Snow Mantle. It's very cool. Face is not so good, but it's a little. It's close to what I can do. So I'm not going to complain. Again, from a distance, that doesn't look too bad. I know what this is. Nothic. Again, I don't have one of them. So far, I don't think I've had any of these miniatures in my collection. So I might have to hit up a Tomb of Annihilation again sometime. Because this guy's cool. A Zorbo. Looks like kind of like a little kid. Like, but if he was like the Things kid. Alright, our heavy box. Any guesses? I don't know if it would be anything in here. I have no idea what this could be. It's got to be a huge miniature or just a solid fat one. Oh, I'm so excited to even open it. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, wow. Listen to that. That's a heavy miniature. Stone Juggernaut. That is cool. That is an awesome thing. Have that going down a hallway, watching the players freak. That's going to happen now. Hope none of you guys are watching. Looks like a little, a red cap. Could use him for like a gnome or something like that. He actually looks like a traditional gnome. I already have an idea for him. If you guys know why it's called the Leprechaun Fantasy Workshop, I'm a big fan of leprechauns. My family, you know, so I might have to use him. I already have a name for him. I already have a character for him. So this is an orc. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys have been able to see me open the last couple back there. Need to draw a line, you know. Oh, well, here we go. So it's up here. All right, so we got another. I don't know. I want to say, well, this is a duplicate because I don't think the other one had a spear. He's got a spear and net. He's you guys are gladiatory fans of ancient Rome. It's a retatory. It's a style of gladiatorial combat where you have a net and trident. Very cool. Let's get these on the spin. This thing's heavy. And I gotta be serious with you. This is a great set. I will almost definitely be buying another one, another brick of these. Again, I mean, that's kind of I think the joy of buying booster boxes, booster sets of adventures you've never run and stuff. It gives you a ton of ideas, a ton of stuff to work with. Still looking for Minsk and Asarak, but this is a great miniature. Murrow. It's another like Mur-like person. Getting some good water types. I'm talking like types like they're Pokemon, but you know what I mean. Water monsters or creatures or NPCs. What is this? A Shatarian zombie? I think it's pronounced that way. Holtean zombie, sorry. This looks like it's standard skeleton. Never have too many skeletons, unless you're me and you have a literal undead skeleton army of like 500 miniatures that you built. But he'll fit in. I'm as a lieutenant or something like that. Second in command. I have no idea what that is. A veg pygmy. Alright. Kind of reminds me of, if you've seen The Mummy 2, Return of the Scorpion King, or whatever it was. Those little pygmy things that attack all the guys in the forest. Come on, give me Asarak and Boo and Minsk. Is this the Abominable Snowman? Carillion. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's cool. And if you guys have seen my collection of miniatures and stuff, I'm actually amazed. I have not, so far this Tomb of Annihilation, I have not gotten a single miniature that I already have. And I buy a lot of aftermarket stuff. I'm happy with this one. I'll tell you what, I already know what that is. This looks like a Khajiit or something like that. Tabaxi Hunter. And for all you guys who play Tabaxis, sorry, I'm always going to think of it as a Khajiit. Okay, cool. We got one of the drone things. So the mono drone. So it looks like we got the top and bottom of the spectrum. And then one of the ones I think we've been looking for, we've got Minsk and Boo. There's Minsk, and then Boo's right on his little shoulder. Very cool. He is from the comics, if you guys are wondering. And probably, I mean, again, I haven't played Tomb of Annihilation. He's probably in the adventure as well. I got a figure. But again, haven't run Tomb of Annihilation. Now I might have to. All right, still hoping to get Asarak. It's the big hope, the big pull. He's got to be one of the extremely rare, I imagine. Don't want to know what he costs in the aftermarket. The rare ones are, you could spend $40, $50 for a miniature. Not saying I do that. I'm saying that's what you could have to pay. Unless they release them unpainted, then it's like $5 and you have to paint them. But I have a number of liches too. This is a cool miniature. Very Greekish. Commodon. It's like almost like a leopard meets Medusa kind of thing. It's got like snakes growing out of its head. Out of its shoulders. I think I own this book, so I'll have to take a look at it. A little bit more in depth. That's cool. It's like a Yuan-Ti Brugard. And I have a number of Yuan-Ti too, so that's a good pull. Oh, here we go. I think one slipped out. Velociraptor. Come on out of there. I know you want to come out of there. Another red hat. A red cap. Very cool. There's a bunch of small ones on that. Our last chance. Our last chance for Azarak. I can already tell you the big one is going to be. I don't think we're gonna get it because I think Azarak's large. The Mur dude. It's a technical term. Mur dude. Murrow. Wonder if it's the same pose too. I don't think it is. I think the other guy has a sword. So that's pretty cool. Got both variants. Again, duplicates are great to have in D&D. Another one of those lobster guys. This one doesn't have a weapon at all. I know we've got one with the trident. Can't remember what the other one. If the other one had anything, he might have been blank. But 3 of those is. I'm not going to complain. That's great. This looks like to be another skeleton key. So skeleton with dual wield daggers. The last one, and I bet it's not Azarac, but again, I'll probably be buying another one of these sets here and down the road, so we'll get another shot at it. Yeah, this is the Shadow Mantle again. Now we're getting a little bit of that bendy weapon thing, and good trick to fix that. Run under some I don't want to say scalding hot, but pretty hot water. And then bend it how you want, and then throw it in cold water. Alright guys, we are down to our last box, Tyranny of Dragons. Now these are bigger, so I believe the chance of gigantic are in here. And I feel like we gotta be pulling a dragon out of this. At least 1 or 2. So bear with me, I'm gonna move the mic so I'm not crackling you guys too bad. We'll get to it. Alright, sorry about that guys. These bigger boxes, I want to have enough space so you guys can still see what we're doing. Alright, let's take a look at the sides real quick. Orc Fighter would be cool. We've already got pretty much every dragon they have in D&D in several varieties. Human Cult of the Dragon Enforcer, that's pretty sweet. Would love again, want some more Dragonborn like figures. That wouldn't be a bad miniature to pull for just as like an elven guard, that kind of thing. Got a few gargoyles, but that's a cooler pose, I think. Wood Elf Druid. Honestly, I mean, I'm up for anything. I don't know what's in these, so I do not know what's in this set. Wow, gold dragon right off the... starting off strong. I'm not gonna lie, I can still smell the paint on this guy. Oh, it's a copper dragon. Awesome. I was gonna say, I already have a gold dragon. I don't think I have a copper. Let's see how this goes in here. That goes like that. There we go. It's like building our Legos. And by the way, guys, I mean, again, this is not a paid advertisement or anything like that. Trust me, I would love if they would sponsor me or something like that. But Miniature Mart is something I've used for a number of years for my games. If I need certain miniatures, you know, something that's not out in the aftermarket or out that I can find, and also I like collecting. That's a weird looking dude. Some sort of demon. I can't really read that, even under the light. I'll have to look at some pictures to find out what he is. Got a big old butt. It's cool. What I was saying though, like for instance, Curse of Strahd has a bunch of swarms of bats in the game, and what I've been doing since I'm planning on running it is I want to make sure I have all the miniatures for the game. This is definitely a bugbear. Good classic look of a bugbear. I needed a couple swarms of bats, and I go through the entire book and, you know, see what the miniatures are listed, or not miniatures, but the monsters listed. Also, we got that dragon fighter, half-blood dragon fighter. So I go through, and Miniature Mart, you just put in, you know, in the search bar, if it's in the by aftermarket, I mean, what they do is they buy, I mean, they're a company that sells these booster boxes. I don't know how they get the boost, you know, the actual miniatures. If they open a bunch of them, like they buy, you know, 10 cases and just crack them all open and then sell, you know, what they've got. I imagine that's how they do it, or people trade in, that kind of stuff. But you can get exactly what you look. But the thing is, if you're ordering from Miniature Market, they're priced at what they're roughly valued at. And I've talked to my local game shop. Ooh, we got a giant. I like giants. I like turtles and giants. Frost giant. You guys follow me, you know I've got like every giant and almost every variant a lot, and I don't have this one, so very cool. Yeah, like even my local gaming shop, they go a lot of times off of the miniature market prices of how they value miniatures. I do have a number of these. These are they're blights, but it's a certain type. Needle. This is a needle blight. There's I think 3 or 4 different variants of them. I painted all mine though, so these are the first times I'm pulling them. It's cool. This looks like to be a good like halfling or gnome wizard. This looks to be a named character. It's a named character and it's a wizard, but I honestly can't with the. I mean, I'll give you guys a good view. I know it's probably not going to focus for a while or something like that, but yeah, it's just pure black. It's, to me, I can't see that. It's a wizard gnome-like creature, maybe halfling. It's got to be a goblin. Again, never have too many goblins. Goblin fighter. It's a great pull. He looks just like the goblins off the cover, or not the cover, but off the directly out of the book, the player's guide, or maybe it was the master's or the monster manual. Alrighty. And guys, if you're looking some more advice to, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. They're everywhere. These boxes are really big for me, so. If you're looking to buy miniatures, shop around though too. I've gotten them from Amazon before. Sometimes Amazon's cheaper. Again, I like to, you know, buy from the actual gaming stores rather than some big conglomerate or something like that. But I mean, also, for instance, all these bricks, they're normally, I don't know, depending on what it is, how old it is, what the popularity, variety, that kind of stuff. I don't know, 150, 125. But I've also bought bricks for $65. They can go on sale. They go on sale all the time. So you want to look for that. Don't try and buy for just because you want it, right there and then. Wait till they're on sale. There was a massive sale at Miniature Mart or Market, and I got all these for all of them under $100. All right, I know what he is. He's a wyvern. I've got a couple of them. Very cool. I do kind of want to have a fleet of wyvern riders, that kind of thing. So these are good miniature, even though they don't have a rider on them. Good miniature to represent that. Half the challenge of miniatures is the ones that have these pegs, is getting the peg to actually fit right. Because like I said, there's only one way to put it in. And I'm sure you immature, my players are making jokes like they always do. The DM said something stupid and we're making it stupid. Find the trick is sometimes to line it up where I think it is and then just kind of rotate back and forth a little bit. But there we go. We got it. I want it to be solid, Again, I'm sure some of you pervs are coming up with something. There you go. We got the elf from the back of the box. All right. Pretty solid, Oh, I know this miniature through the plastic. This is a great pull. Another hag. This is the green hag. I was kind of hoping... this is not the pose. I was hoping for the... In the artwork, she has a heart that she's holding out. Like that. Sorry, I realize the camera's not on me, so when I do that, I'm just putting my stupid hand right underneath the camera. This looks like a Cobalt, but he's different. Cobalt fighter. Okay. Swear half these little bags that I keep on throwing away, static electricity, they're getting stuck to my hand. As soon as I go to throw them away, they just come right out of the trash can and go back on the floor. Oh, that's cool. That's a Pegasus. That's got to be a Pegasus. Again, you can buy boosters all the time. I've got probably at least a collection of over 1,000 miniatures. Most of the stuff I've gotten tonight, guys, I do not even know they exist, that kind of stuff. And doing one of these, big box pulls is a great way to, one, grow your collection, but just, again, so many ideas come from, I've got this now. How can I use it? Another problem I have is I'll go in a miniature market and peruse all the miniatures that they have from all the sets, and then just see this is only $2, and I mean it's not really cost effective. That's got to be some like dark wizard or something here. Human red wizard. I guess he's not a dark wizard, but that's a cool pose. I was saying that because he looks like he's got half of his face is tattooed, but it looks like it's more. It is tattooed, but that's cool. I thought it was a cultist wizard or something like that. There you go. There's that orc fighter. Then this got to be a hobgoblin chief or something. Hobgoblin fighter. See, I like that. It's a unique look with red armor. Let's get these under the camera. Alright guys, we've got 4 left of all those bricks. Tons of miniatures. If you're wondering what takes me so long when I'm moving over, so I did have, I used my filament boxes, the boxes I had from when I buy filament for my 3D printers, to put my miniatures in. That's how I transport them to my storage center downstairs, my display cabinet, sorting system, whatever you want to call it. And I do have, I don't want to rip on them too bad because, again, I love them. This is the first problem I've ever had. But I ordered 6 bricks and, cool, green dragon. I ordered 6 bricks and Storm King Thunder and Tomb of the Mad Mage also. But for whatever reason, they were not in the box. They did not ship. I called them about it, and, instantly, like, sorry, we'll have those right out to you, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah. So we'll do another unboxing when those come in the next few days. How does that go in? That's what she said. Damn it, Michael. I find the base is the easiest part. You just lightly put it in and then give it a little turn, and it'll eventually just pop right in. The part of the peg that goes into the actual monster, though, is an absolute devil. And the reason why is not, I mean, you can, I know you guys are going to give me crap. You could force it in. But I've literally snapped pegs trying to do that, using too much force. So it's trying to, get it to go in without snapping the the peg. Because once the peg snaps, it's kind of... Oh, that's cool. What are you? You are a human cult of... Alright, so that's the human cult of the... yeah. There you go. Human cult of the Dragon Enforcer. Paint is not exactly on the face to the... But, I mean, that's alright. I think this is a young green dragon. This is a green dragon. That's definitely, in my world, that's going to be a young one. I have all the very, very big. What are you? Does it say changeling? I believe that says changeling. I can't really read it. It's weird too. The base is actually warped. As long as it stands and it's solid, that's cool. And then what do we got here? Skittering Fighter, I think it is. And again, guys, I'm. It's not that I can't pronounce it. I can't see it. It's very hard to see. What I generally do once I take everything down is I look them up in D&D Beyond. Again, I'm not plugging stuff because it's an advertisement. And that gives me, where it's from, what it, and then I use that to sort my miniatures. I want my miniatures to be well organized in my system, so I know Underdark, these are all here, or if I have Curse of Strahd all separated to itself. This has got to be a stone giant, and again, I have a number of stone giants. This is a pose I don't have. Stone giant elder, very cool. I don't know why I closed that box without putting this plastic in there. Just makes getting rid of it so much easier, right? I think it's another Hobgoblin fighter. It is. Looks like we got an Invisible of something. I just realized we had Invisible of Mink and Boo, and I actually do have one of these. This is I have the large too. This is an Invisible Halfling Rogue. Kind of reminds me of like Bilbo. He puts the ring on. I imagine that might have been a bit of the inspiration. There you go. There's that good example of that bendy. His staff is completely bent. I always try to bend it over a little bit, and it's all right. All right, guys, we are on to our last set. All right. This one feels heavier. We'll leave him for last. Maybe that's the red dragon. Who knows? But again, I'm not really looking for anything particular in this set too much. I've been surprised with some of the stuff. I will definitely say the Tomb of Annihilation was the best and something that most. That's cool. It looks like a black dragon, but. Is that like invisible black dragon? Looks almost like clear. Is it a shadow dragon? What are you? It's got the horns like a black dragon. Yes, all the dragons look different. It's not just the color. Fun fact. All their heads are different looking. Just check out Tiamat and give it a good gander. So what? Black Shadow Dragon, that's cool. I do not have a Shadow Dragon. So that is, again, like to be surprised. I like booster boxes. Give it a little spin. I know I could look at what the peg is and give it a better idea, but there we go. That's a cool miniature. Very cool. So far we've got 2 dragon poles, I think it was. We might have an issue with this one though. I don't see a base for this guy. Maybe it fell in one of the other. Oh, there it is. I know what these are too, and I can't ever pronounce them. It's the bird folk, and I can't pronounce their name. Not gonna butcher it. Funny, can't pronounce his name, don't even attempt it, but the peg goes in perfect. Right off the bat. So what I was saying earlier about, there's in the future of the channel, there's going to be a lot of cool unboxings if you guys are interested in that. I'm a huge Kickstarter fan. I did buy into Bones 4, or no, I'm sorry, Bones 5. I didn't get everything, but I got quite a bit of it. So that's coming, and then so there's going to be a lot of painting stuff in the future. Curse of Strahd, obviously. There we go, Human Paladin. It's a good paint job, too. So it'll be interesting. There's some other stuff. I am a huge... Oh, that's a really cool miniature. I'm surprised that's not a large. It's like a Grun Orc Enforcer. Again, can't really read the... I'll have to look that up. An easy way to look them up, by the way, other than the whole, going to D&D Beyond thing, is just pull up, like, Tyranny of Dragons dungeon set, and they'll have, a picture of them and what their name is underneath it. On to the last box, guys. But, yeah, I'm a big collector of, like, Funko Pops. I'll just stall really quick. So, put him over the side. So I've got like the Gelatinous Cube limited edition, and then I have Strahd is coming out, which I had to have. I try to have. I'm not saying I have to have everything, guys. And I don't have a wife or kids or any of that stuff. So this is what I like to do. This is what I collect. I do more than just D&D. I have a workshop and wood shop, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do like, I'm a nerd. I like collecting what I like to collect. I don't do, I look at this as an investment as much as it is a passion. So I think we just got another copper dragon, to be honest with you. Is that copper? I think it's a copper dragon. We just got 2 dragons. There are 2 dragons in there. There's a bronze, I believe. Yeah, bronze dragon, and it looks like another copper dragon. So, got several, and I'm glad it's not, it's not all the chromatics. Chromatics, by the way, if you're new to D&D, that kind of world, generally it's broken down by the I don't want to say evil dragons, but the alignment that is not usually of the good or neutral variety is the chromatic dragons, in the chromatic spectrum. So red, black, blue, green. Another one of those paladins, same pose. That's again 2 larges in a box. That's cool. I think I didn't mention white is another one of the evil chromatics. Stout heart something. Can't read. That's definitely like a gnome, like that'd be a good NPC gnome like creature character. Again, I think we already have one of this guy, but I could be wrong. I thought this was the copper one. It's a gold dragon, so that makes it 10 times cooler. I would rather have a bigger variety. When it comes to dragons, I don't really want duplicates at all. I do already have a bronze, but that's okay. He's a smaller guy, but that's cool. That's almost like an like the face of the gold dragon is almost like the Asiatic version, like the Chinese culture look of a dragon from the front, where it has like the long, I don't want to call it Fu Manchu, but they have like I don't know what really called on a dragon because, sorry, I don't know the anatomy of dragons. So let's get these guys on. Bear with me. Oops, sorry guys. Just trying to end strong, guys, and we're just messing up here. I mean, you guys already can see the paladins, the same guys. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear me because I was away from the mic, but yep, I just pulled that one paladin off because it's the same thing. But yeah, so out of that whole set, 5 dragons I believe we pulled. Yeah, we got the green, we got a copper, we got a bronze, we got a gold, and then we got the black shadow dragon. So very, very cool. If you're looking to start, I guess I would recommend that as a collection. If you're looking to start collecting, you know, some of the dragons, obviously they're not going to be the gigantic variety. Wizkids did just come out with, here, let me get my camera view here out of your way so you can, I got my frame over there too, sorry. And fully experience the awe of dragons. I think I bumped my camera as I was. That's better. So yeah, very cool, very awesome. So yeah, I mean that's our set here. I mean, 4 bricks and, you know, under 2 hours. I mean, under an hour and 40 minutes. So pretty awesome. Let me. You guys don't really be standing, you know, or not staring downward like that. Let's. So yeah, sorry guys. So signing off. I mean, awesome. You know, a lot. Again, probably my favorite set so far. Tomb of Annihilation. Definitely gonna want to hit that up again. I mean, I've been hitting up Fangs and Talons a couple times trying to pull a Nightwalker. As you guys, if you've been watching, know I've done it probably I think twice or 3 times. I'll definitely probably hit up Tomb of Annihilation again. The paint jobs on these are all, I mean, honestly, for the most part, all of those were great. Like, they look great. You know, and I like that we ended on 3 dragons out of 2 boxes. I mean, so, I mean, you can see what the variety is, what you get out of these boxes. Other than one weird cliched, not cliched, but ironic situation. We got literally 2 identical boosters. Like I said, I've pulled a ton of boxes before. I've never ever had that in a brick ever. It's got to be like a 1 in a million, or greater. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, there's more. I've got 2 more bricks coming. Shoot me a friend, you know, like a hit up in the comments what you want to see more of. More unboxings, more, you know, painting tutorials. I mean, we're going to do a lot of different stuff. You know, D&D tips. I've got a lot of stuff planned. And again, I'm here for you guys. If you have ideas, if there's stuff you want me to talk about, I do plan on doing a table build, an actual. I've been designing a D&D table for a while. That's not going to be a live video, obviously, because I imagine I'll probably cut a finger off while I do it. I'm joking, but I hope to God not. And so I want to share that with you guys as well. And then I've got some videos that I have shot. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm still waiting on some parts from my computer. I mean, all the main components are here now. If you ever wonder why I'm looking up here, there, straight ahead. If you've seen my Instagram, I have my computer posted on there, what it looks like. And I have monitors hanging in the air as well as straight ahead. So I can see you guys in the live stream. I can stay up with your chats, make sure I'm hearable, all that kind of crap. And then I have gimbals for the cameras, because I do have a number of cameras that I want to be able to share and make this nice. So, but again, thanks for hanging out with us. You guys have a great rest of your evening, night, day, wherever you're at. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy it. Make every fantasy your own. Write your own adventure. And I'll see you in the next one. See you guys. JP out.